Hello, welcome to Wednesday Live. Today's February the 7th already. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that we are streaming okay to the Facebook group, the English Paper Piecing Society. If you are here already, please let me know where you're joining us from. Say hello in the comments. Introduce yourself. Let me see. Let me click out of some things here. So I see. Uh, where are my comments showing? Comment. There we go. Oh, okay. Now they're showing up. A little delay here. And my hair is like frizzing out. So, oh my god, I better throw a cap on. And it's so boring. So I slapped a little diddly flower on top. Why not, right? So we have Laura is here. Hello, Lori. Laura's joining from YouTube. Awesome. And you can see that with the little YouTube logo on her avatar here. And we have Katrine. Hi, Katrine. And we have Tracy is joining here from Facebook, from Scotland. And you see she's joining us from Facebook because you see the Facebook logo. Just a heads up, Facebook is changing the way that we can stream into groups starting some date in April. Uh, I think that's what they said. So from now on, I think we're slowly gonna get used to just streaming. Having everybody join us on YouTube instead of streaming out. I'm gonna try to stream into the Facebook group for as long as we can. But once they stop that access, I won't be able to, even if I want to. So then, if you guys want to go ahead and join us on YouTube, awesome. And then that'll actually make it more fun because you'll be able to join in the conversation with all the folks that are on YouTube here too in the live stream. Let me go ahead and add that in the live post. Hello, join us on YouTube. So I'm learning about all these changes that are coming up on Facebook. So just sharing ahead of time so that we can have folks joining us here on the YouTube channel since I won't be able to stream live into the Facebook group on YouTube here if you'd like to participate in the live conversation. Well, it's hard to spell when you feel like someone's watching you. Let's see. YouTube. Okay. There we go. Share that. Boom. And let me go ahead and if you are on Facebook, did you find it easy to find the live, Tracy? Sometimes I know it doesn't show up in the group, and that makes me stressed out. Let's see. Let me go ahead and comment on these posts. Oh, Tracy, I see your comment there. Yay. Okay, so obviously you found it live. Woohoo! All right, so I see more folks joining us. Oh, yay! So we have Hanne from Denmark. Hello, Zaza from Scotland. We have Pixie Pirate from England. And Tony's joining us from Buffalo. And Laura from Ireland. So glad it is Wednesday again. Hi! Yay! So glad you can make it today. And Julie, our reigning Dilly Queen, is also here. Um, oh, did you folks have a chance to look at the sign up page for the Hexagon flower swap that Kelly is hosting? That is also available in the guides in the group if you're interested. So please do join if you would like. And we have Teresa's joining us from Oklahoma. I hope everybody's okay with all these crazy weather storms and whatnots that we've been having. No sound, no sound. Jennifer, is that just you? Can everybody else hear me? Could you let me know if you hear me okay? Or am I just talking to myself? Because I see quite a few of you on YouTube. Okay, so Teresa has sound. Jennifer, if you could just try your volume, maybe the volume is off. I know I turned down the volume a lot of times and then I can't hear anything. I would try that. And if that doesn't work, usually turning off and turning on solves a lot of problems. That's like the magic of technology. Turn it off and turn it back on. And we'll be here. And everybody else can hear me. Deborah! We missed you! How are you? Let's see. Nancy says sounds okay, and Salsa has sound. And Facebook user says I can hear you. Okay, so I would try your system, Jennifer. It looks like you're the only one that I'm muted for. I'm like, double check all my mics. Is everything connected? So before I go live, there's like 4 or 5 different cables I gotta like hook up and switch around, and then it's no fun when they don't work. But it looks like everybody can hear me. Yay! Hooray! Yes, it's been in this high 60s, low 70s in Oklahoma. That's unusually warm, isn't it? Yeah, it finally stopped raining. I listen for the rain because when it stops, the dogs and I we go out for our little pee and poo break because they don't like to go out when it's raining, even if I hold an umbrella. Because the ground's wet, and you can look there, you can see like they're miserable. They're like, meh. And then I woke up at 2 a.m. today because one of them had that little he makes a little bark when he needs to go. He goes, ew, ew. And it's not like ow, ow, like ew, ew. Like, oh, so I woke up and then I took them out, and then of course they had to go poo. But then it was raining like crazy. Like you turned on the shower outside. So that walk was quick, but of course they were drenched by the time we got back in. Umbrella and all doesn't help. And then I was sitting and rubbing their fur, drying them off for half an hour, and then try to go back to bed. So if I look like I have bags under my eyes because I've been up too early and trying to go back to sleep. 46 degrees in New York, Nancy? Holy moly, that is cold. Hi, friend. Love my hat. Thank you. Wait, who's this? Hi, friend. Who that? Who that? Now I'm curious. I'll check Facebook who it is. God dang it. Let's see. I can't tell who it is. But whoever it is, hello, thank you. Love my little taped down flower. Little extra decoration to make spring come faster. Yes, it is unusual. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Rhonda, you made it! Hello! Oh, it's Rachel! Rachel Miller, hi! Evelyn, you made it! Yes, it is really wet today, isn't it? Yeah, everywhere has been flooded here. But of course, my husband and I we went for walks in the rain with our umbrellas, and then of course, like I think my 3 pairs of tennis shoes they all got soaked wet, but it was fun because we went to check out like where's it flooded. It's crazy California thing to do, I think. Kind of like when there's a car chase on the freeways, everyone has to like stop and watch. Same with flooding. You have to go and check it out because it was crazy the amount of water in the what's it called? Not the storm drains, but the aqueducts where the water all like aggregates. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. And snow is forecast for next Tuesday. Ooh. Oh, you get to take some pictures. I don't think we'll get any snow here. It's been a little bit warmer, but yeah, there's a lot of snow in the mountains next to me though. But too warm where I am below the mountains for us to get any snow here. But who knows next week when the next storm comes in, right? Yeah. All right. Ooh. Uh, oh my God, Zaza, yes, they were back with the last storm. So I got a few photos. I still have to share them. But this time, the whole area, the faux pond, the fake pond, where it fills up and the duck come, that actually flooded so much that it was flooded over into the street. So they blocked it all off. And today, when we walked by for our morning walk, and there were city workers, I think they were, and they had 2 water pumps pumping the water out of the pond. So I don't think the ducks will be able to come back because they're getting all the water out, which kind of sucks because I miss the ducks. They're so cute. But we'll see with the next storm if they'll be able to keep up pumping the water out of that fake pond. Yeah. Oh, Tracy had snow this morning. Wow, 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 wow. You turned from a walk to the grocery store. Yay! We're so glad you're back. And 48 is warm for February in New York as well as in Pennsylvania. Just about short sweater? Oh no. Oh no. That is not short sweater. Oh no, no, no. Ugh, makes me just want to throw on a heavy coat reading that. Eek. So, today let's go ahead and jump in. You know how we've been doing the hexagon flower, the hexagon flowers? The free sew along for everybody that wants to participate or want to try out EPP and they don't know if they want to love it or hate it and they just want to give it a try. Or for all our experienced EPPers as well, because you got all these hexagons that you basted laying around, right? Or you got a lot of scrap fabrics that you can cut and make into hexagons. So today, what I'll be doing, showing you how to attach the first two rows, just so that you can go ahead and get started if you're wanting to. And then let me go ahead and switch the camera here. There we go. Ta-da! Let's move this. Oh, this is not, the angle is not the greatest. And let's move that a little bit there. There we go. Get my keyboard out of the way. So I'll do a little recap. Oh, look, I got a new toy. I bought this one because I have awls that are even in in the way it's tapered, and then I have an awl that's just straight awl, and then this, look, it's a blunt tip awl, round tip awl. Oh, there we go. There's the focus. See, it's not pointy at all, so it won't hurt you poking. So if you got tricky spots that you need to loosen up, I was thinking it might come in useful when we want to loosen up underneath here too. If you don't want to use the other tool that I like to use, the silhouette, because this one is much sharper, but it's not so sharp that it'll poke through your fabric. So I wanted to give it a try. So I'm playing with it. I'll give you guys a review of what I think after I play with it a little bit more. But I thought it was nifty. I was like, a blunt awl. What's the purpose? But now I see there's lots of different ways to use it. All right. So last week I showed you how you'll be able to how we would be able to start connecting the connecting rows to your colored rows of hexagon flowers. So today I have a few of the white filling hexagon flowers that I'm gonna add. So those are the equivalent of the yellow highlighted ones that I filled out here so that it kind of stands out on screen here. And here I have my first row. So we did pink, yellow, orange, right? So pink, blue, pink, yellow, orange. Oh yeah, I know my colors. Pink, blue, and orange. I was looking at that color and pointing at this one. So you know what I meant, right? The other yellow, this one. So we have pink, blue, and orange. And the neon yellow ones are the white ones that I'm gonna fill in here in between, like so. But I guess I don't need three. And I didn't add the connecting hexagon here on purpose, just so that you could see where that one goes right there. And so those are the ones that are X'd out on my coloring page. Those are the connecting hexagons, just like the connecting hexagons in between my colored flowers. Hope that makes sense. Let's see. Nancy says native Buffalonians wear shorts here in winter. You know what? Yeah, I went to Costco yesterday. There are people in winter coats and like heavy boots, and then there was someone next to me in shorts and t-shirts. So yeah, it's like a full range of outfits. Like I think hardcore Californians are like, nah, shorts and t-shirts year round. Let's see. Yeah, lots of funny people walking in shorts and tees in snow. I love it. Uh, oh, you're calling for snow tonight here in Nottingham. Oh, you're ready for it. Oh, oh, I love it. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna keep on going. So I'm just gonna take. Remember, I use this thread a lot. It's the bottom superior threads, bottom line, 60 weight. It's 100% polyester, and it's colored natural white, which is number 624. So it's kind of off whitish. It's creamy white. See, this is white fabric, and see how it's kind of little off white, ivory white. Yeah, they call it natural white, but it's not stark white. And it does blend in quite well with a lot of the colors. All of these were sewn together with this white thread, and I don't think you can really tell in between because it's such a fine thread, right? Uh, Ah, and thank you. I love your hat decoration. Yes, I slapped it on because I thought just the black cap was so boring. Okay, so I got this. So I could go two different ways. I can go ahead and connect my connecting pieces here, like so, if I want to, just like I did with the colored hexagon flowers. Or I can just go ahead and add the hexagon flowers, the white filler ones, in between the colored one, like so, and then come back later and add this. Totally your choice. If it's too bulky, working with a row of these flowers on top of another row, then just do them separately. And if you're up for a little more adventure, then I will go ahead and just connect them. So I'm gonna, especially for viewing sake, I think it's easy if I just do one. So I'm gonna take that there. See how this side is supposed to connect? So I'm gonna go ahead and just, am I left-handed or right-handed? Oh no, I'm gonna go from this side. Yes. So I'm gonna go take this side. I had to like, do I sew from left to right or right to left? I sew from right to left since I'm right-handed. Yes, I'm talking out loud, so ignore me. So I'm gonna start with this side. So I'll just flip it over like so. And then I can just hold them together. And remember, this is cardstock. So don't be like, oh, I gotta keep this pristine. No, bend these out of the way. Make your hands comfortable. So I just fold the paper like so. So I can sew this side easily. I think a lot of people get light bulbs around this moment. Well, I did too, because when I first started with EPP, I thought, oh, I can't bend this paper. I gotta keep it nice and pristine. No, bend it. Bend it every which way you need so that it's easier when you sew your pieces together. And you can always press it afterwards. It's quite forgiving cardstock. And I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. And see how it's lots of bulk here? I would just bend it out of the way too. Fold it a little bit so you're comfortable when you're sewing. There we go. And I don't sew front to back or back to front. I sew more side to side in a diagonal almost. So whatever your hands kind of fall comfortably, like so. And then we just sew. I see some people like to prefer to sew front to back or back to front. I just never really got used to it. I think even sewing garments or buttons or fixing seams, hemming pants, whatnot, always slightly sideways, not front to back or back to front. Like so. But let your hands fall naturally and see what feels comfortable to you and go with that. And then when I come to the corner here, I'm going to make 2 stitches and secure it. Double knot. Choop, choop. Just twist the thread around the needle and there we go. Secure. So now we got connected on one side there, right? Let me move this out of the way. Like so. And now I can continue, and my thread isn't cut. I can continue going along this whole side, all these edges that need to be connected. So I just continue. Now I bend it the other way. Fold, fold, fold. Like so. And keep on sewing. And who was it that, Nancy, was it you that you said you like to remove the center papers? So in the first stitch here, I like to make 2 stitches in the new corner and secure it with the knot. And if you prefer to remove your center hexagons after your flowers are sewn together, that's fine too. That way you have a little more flexibility as you're sewing the connecting sides together. I like to keep mine in just so that my blocks stay a little crisper and I don't have to fiddle with it. But it's definitely personal choice. Play with both, see what you like better. And let me see. Oh, hello, Teresa from Washington State. No snow. Glad you're able to. Oh, I'm glad I could see your name from Facebook. Woohoo! Uh, see. If you joined us late, just know that from starting in some date in April, I won't be able to stream live into the Facebook group. So come join us on YouTube. It's just a rule that Facebook is changing. It won't let third-party apps stream into any Facebook groups anymore. So then we can all just hang out together on YouTube. So then I got two sides connected, and I knot the last stitch, and I just keep on going. And then fold this out of the way. Oh, I forgot to knot it. There we go. Okay. Got a little too excited and ahead of myself. And we keep on stitching. Fun, fun, fun. And I have to admit, I think this is like the first time ever since living in California that it's rained like 3 days straight, nonstop. I was shocked. Yeah, everything is soggy. I don't think I've ever. Usually, it's been like a day of rain, a break for a day, and then rain another day, but not like 3 days straight. Like literally, like you turn on the shower outside. It was crazy. It's been crazy, and I guess we get more crazy. We got more crazy weather coming too. And I'm just gonna keep on bending my paper. See, and I could even bend this one just so I can stitch this part together. And on the first corner again, I will knot it. And I am using a size 11 milliner's needle. Oops, I forgot to knot. There we go. Those are very long and thin, and they glide through the fabric really nice because they're so thin. But because they're so thin and they're also flexible, I tend to bend mine. This one is still in good shape. It's not totally looking like a fish hook yet. Let's see here. Oh, I can feel me going over the paper, so I'll back out. Yeah, if you feel the needle hitting the paper, just back out and go in again instead of trying to sew through the paper. And I'm gonna do double stitch here and secure with the knot. And now I got 1, 2, 3 more sides to connect. So I'm gonna do that real quick and show you the next step. And let me see if there are any questions. Okay. See? And again, instead of trying to finagle your hands to hold the paper really weird because you're trying not to bend it, it's cardstock, just bend it. Now, if you're using plastic templates like the what's it called, the Epiflex, I think they're called, the reusable plastic templates, they are going to be a little more harder to bend around like this because you can't fold them obviously like you can fold cardstock. So you would have to just kind of bend your templates to make it easier when you're sewing together rows like this. But other than that, it's not much different. So I think yeah, it's probably gonna be a little harder with the plastic templates. But if you have experience sewing with them, do share in the comments. See if you prefer those over cardstock or paper templates. And 2 more sides and I'm done. I'm gonna bend this paper here again. secure with the knot there. And I think we said it's about my stitches are about in between 1/16 and 1/8 of an inch. So about 12 stitches, an inch ish, give or take. You'll know your stitches are too big if your pieces fall apart. And you know your your stitches are too tight if your fabric is tearing because it's like a satin stitch, right? So yeah, they don't need to be super tight where like the stitches are touching each other because that way you're just literally just weakening the seam because your stitches are too close. You know what I mean by satin stitch, right? Kind of like the stitches that similar to embroidered stitches or let's see, buttonhole stitches. They're like super 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 close, right? You don't want it too close like that. And then one more side, two more sides. Oh my god, can I not count? Let me do this real quick. And then I can show you which papers you can start to remove after this process. And that way your whole piece will be less bulky to work with. But always, before you start removing any papers, I always recommend to press your piece or your block or your project so that you set the seams so they're easy to press back into place even after you remove the papers. So you're gonna press before you remove the papers and press it again right after you remove it. That's it. That way will save you a lot of grief later when your whole project's done and not all your seam allowances are. If you don't press, then all your seam allowances is gonna be lifting a little bit, and you have to go in and press them all into the right spot again. That's a pain in the butt, I tell you. So you save yourself grief if you take a little time to press. Even finger pressing or with those little roller presses, yeah, they help too. Better than nothing. But a nice hot iron can't beat it, right? And do not spray starch or water while you have the paper in, especially if you're using colored cardstock or any type of recycled cardstock that has print or color on it, because that will bleed onto your fabric. And you'll be sad when that happens because you've spent so much time cutting and pasting and sewing your pieces together, and to have that bleed onto your fabric, yeah, it's devastating. Okay, maybe not devastating. Maybe that's like over exaggerated. But I would be kind of pissed if that happened to my project. I'd be like, no. Let's see. Okay. I'm on my last side here. I'm gonna do 2 stitches. So that's in general, I prefer just to work with white cardstock so there's no color bleed or text print bleed onto my fabric, no matter which way I press it or whatnot. Let me just go ahead and trim that. And I have one of those roller press jigama things since I don't have the iron here. This is actually a face massage roller, but looks just like a seam roller, right? So, hello, 99-cent store. Just take this. See how my seam allowance is lifting here already? So I can go ahead and press that to make sure my seams are nice and flat. And I will show you which papers you can start removing now so that your whole project isn't so stiff and cumbersome. Like so. Oh yeah. See? And then the next piece will go here, and I will have a connecting hexagon right in between. And that is equivalent to my top 5 flowers here. 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna take that away, and let's give this one a whirl now. Ta-da! To remove the papers. I'm excited. So now the papers that you can remove are, let me go ahead and mark them so you can see it easily too. Where's my friction? Here's one of my friction pens. Friction pen it irons right out, so I can just mark all my papers and I don't have to mess with the deal with the mess later. Okay, so now, I think it was Nancy, right? Last week said she likes to remove her. Was it you, Nancy, or was someone that likes to remove their center hexagon papers once all their flowers are sewn together? And that is absolutely okay if you like to, because remember, all the sides have connected hexagons already, so you really don't need the one in the center anymore. But make sure you press it before you remove it, and after you remove the paper, give it a press again, okay? And now, drum roll, let's try this one. So I'm gonna go underneath, underneath, underneath. So which papers can we remove? Everything that has connecting hexagons all the way around it. So I could go technically remove this one. Let me mark everything. I can remove this one. I can't remove these two because they still need connecting sides here, right? Hexagons. So we still need them to stay put. I can go ahead and remove this one, and this one. And everything else needs to stay put until I have something else connecting to it. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions? I can remove it. Go underneath and pop it out. Bloop. And these have all been glue basted with good old Elmer's purple washable disappearing school glue. And if you prefer, you can use one of these glue pens too. That's fine too. There's one by Fonts and Porter, and I also have one by Soline. Same glue stick refills fit either brand. There's lots of different other brands. Oh, Sue Daly has her own brand too. I think what's that French brand? I forgot their name. They have their own branded glue pen too, but they all the refills look the same. So whichever pen cover you have, you can fit the refills in any of them. And let's see here. And Fonts and Porter's refills are easy to find in any craft store. The Soul line I've only been able to find in quilt shops or online here in the US. Let's see. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, look. Tuck that little sucker underneath and pop it out. Boop. Ooh, looky, looky. So I'm just lifting the seam allowance away from the paper because I glue pasted and tucking it underneath there just to pop it out. See, easy peasy. Love it. And like I said earlier, make sure you go ahead and give it a little, give your seam allowances a little press again so they lay nice and flat even after you take out the papers. I'm gonna just leave this one in just cause. And I flip it over, and now you can see here where the papers have been removed, right? And did I miss any questions? Let me scroll up real quick. Scrolly scroll. Let's see here. Oh, East Coast got 150 centimeters of snow last weekend. Holy moly, that's 1.5 meters. That's like, yeah, a whole human being's height. My God. Oh. Oh, I hope you didn't get that much, Susan, and that you're okay. That is a truckload of snow. Let's see. My 4-year-old is trying to say she can't go to bed because the floor is lava, so she can't get into bed. I love their imagination. Love it. Oh my gosh. Lots of snow. Go to YouTube and put an East Coast snowstorm. Some people can't even get out their doors. Oh my God. Yeah, 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 yeah. I hope they get some help to get snow shoveled so they can get out of their homes. One time we had that happen here in California. People were snowed in for a week. and there's like the whole system here is not set up for that much snow, so they were stuck in their homes and had to wait for like emergency crews to come and plow the snow out of the way so they could get out. That's crazy. Uh, oh my goodness, there's a travel ban issued for snow removal. Wow, wow, wow. Teresa, hello from Washington State. No snow here. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. Uh, Facebook user Heather, you might enjoy watching Learn This, the EPP I was telling you about. Yes, Heather, come join us. Uh, hello, a little slow on this end. Might be a little lag on Facebook. I shared the link to the YouTube stream, so you can come hop on over and join us if you'd like. Uh, let's see. Okay, I don't see any question. Oh, so I answered these questions. About 12 stitches per inch, 12-ish. Experiment, see what you like, but not too tight and not too big. Yeah, there's like what's like the is there's no like golden rule I think for number of stitches, but you want to make sure that your piece stays together, like when you give a little tug, or so that it's not falling apart. I think the most important thing is that your stitches are snug so that you don't stitch too loosely, right? Make sure you pull each stitch so it's coming together nicely. uh, Yes, thank you, Julie. 60 weight, 60. Oh, how deep are you stitching? You're just going right in between the fabric and then going over the top. See how we have the edge here? And hear me rubbing the needle against the fabric, right? So you want to go right across like so where the fabric is, but not so that you're sewing through the paper. Let me make sure that so shows right there. So you'll feel if your needle is going too deep, and you push it through here, like so. See how that is way too deep underneath the seam, right? You're gonna have a heck of a time trying to push your needle through because the cardstock is there. So you'll feel it. It'll go through like butter when you're just in the right spot. And if you're a little too deep, your needle will hit the cardstock and you'll be like, oh, it's not going through. That means back up your needle and try again to go just in through the fabric, like so. It should be smooth, really smooth and soft to go through. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's good to know. Nancy said Epiflex, which are plastic templates instead of cardstock like I'm using, they have slits for ease of folding. Oh, that's good to know. So I'm guessing it's for folding like this, right? Not completely like cardstock, I'm assuming. So it'll bend easier, right? That's what I'm assuming. I have to have a look at those. I haven't seen some in a while. Hello from New York. Hello. Uh, oh, and Anne asked, is there a particular reason you didn't make the second row with the connecting background? Uh, so like this, you mean? Where I didn't connect it? Just so that I could show you easier. Because the longer your connecting rows are, the more you're fiddling with as you're sewing your whole row together, right? So if this is making it easier just to come and sew individuals in between your colored rows, that's the way to go if that makes it easier for you. If you don't mind having this whole string of the next row with the string of hexagon flowers attached as you're sewing, remember like everything's going to be folding as you're sewing, right? Like I was doing here, then yeah, definitely go ahead and connect it if you want. So it's just two different options for you. Just sewing them on individually makes it less hassle because you're sewing all these connecting sides together. And as you're doing so, your whole piece is getting worked, right? Like so, back and forth. That's the only reason. So yeah, it's definitely experiment. See what you like better. Let's see. Oh yes, thank you, Sasa, for answering. Susan, oh bye, see you next week. Let's see. Uh, oh wow, Tony said you have to run the snowblower every couple hours to stay ahead of it. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of snow. Oh, and Nancy said here in Washington State, we'd mostly get rain in the winter, maybe a day or 2 days of light snow. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, happy sewing from Yorkshire. Hello. Let's see. This craft is so addicting. I'm already planning my next 3 projects and not even finished my first. Totally normal. The more projects you got going, the more fun you have, right? I mean, I'm not even gonna admit how many projects I got that are works in progress. It's just the fun of it. And like you'll have like swings of when you want to work on when you like mood swings, right? Kind of like EPP mood swings. Some days you just want to work on hexes because like your brain power can't handle anything but hexes, and other days you want to work on something more complicated where you're fuzzy cutting and everything has to like fit with the precision because you're, fuzzy cutting with rows or something has to match up perfectly. It's just, I think yeah, you just a different EPP project for different moods and yeah, different type of energy you have for that day or that week or that month. So it's totally okay. Um, I probably got over 10, 15 projects going. And I bet I'm not the only one. How many projects do y'all have? Let me know in the comments. No shame. I think the more the merrier. You know what I feel about it. That's why I love small projects. I can finish them quick, like mug rugs. Oh, hence, like smaller projects, even like this one, I could finish off much faster than all these 1 inch hexagon projects that I'm doing with this one, right? This is obviously take me much longer than what this did. So yes, so I like to mix up smaller and bigger projects too, because it's hardly satisfying to finish a project. I think that's why it's good to throw in small projects too. And if they happen to be mug rugs, 2 thumbs up. Let's see. Uh Oh, hello from Bakersfield, California. Hello, can't see your name. Uh, oh, Antonio was in Florida, but hubby came home from a business trip to it. Oh, he got to enjoy the snow, huh? Yikes. Hi, Rondi. Rainy Livermore. Been away for a while. Yes, we missed you. You got a lot of rain too, huh? Uh, see? Tony has 5, she says. She probably has 5. And I think, Salsa, fess up. How many you got? I think Salsa's been pretty good keeping up with all her projects. Um, but yeah, I think we have been enabling her to have more on the go works in progress and adding more projects to her uh, stack of UFOs, right? Let's see. Ah, see, Mare says too many to count. So yeah, definitely that. I think that's just normal with EPP. Like you can't just work on one. That's just not acceptable. You gotta at least 5. Okay. Oh, see, Sasa is so good. She has 3 projects on the go. Yeah. Now we just need to add 2, Sasa, and you can join the crazy EPP lovers club. And see, and Hannes says too many to count goes for me too. Yes. Uh, Oh, and Tracy says 2 currently coffee table cover and sewing machine dust cover. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Oh, Nancy has too many knitting projects on needles. Yeah, even Keith, he is a resident knitter crocheter, and he's got lots of different and weaver, and he's got lots of projects going along with EPP and quilting. He's doing all the things, so he got lots of projects going around, going about at once. And Julie has about 8. Love it. So yes, I think the more the merrier. So if you're working on this and you want to start sewing your rows together, just go ahead and follow your coloring pages so you have them. And then let's say I have my last row here, right? Oops, like so. I'm just gonna imagine that's the last part here. I might even just cut off mine right here so it ends at the pink flower, or I'll add those filler white hexagons, right? If I want to. So definitely a choice. But I'll normally just come back and fill in the edges last after I have the bulk of everything done. That's my preference for bigger projects. But for if you're doing but smaller hexagons, or if you're making like a table runner, let's say you're just making 2 rows of the colored hexagon flowers, then I would go ahead and attach your edges here as well, and just follow your coloring page. It makes it really easy. This is like the only pattern we really need. Yeah, and then you just keep on adding each row. Okay. And speaking of making our hexagon flowers, I think I made 5, 10, 15 over the last week. So my stack is growing. So how's your stack growing? It hasn't hurt that it's been raining so much that, like, oh, what can we do? Oh, so hexagon flowers together. Oh yeah, see, and Katrine has 3 EPP, but lots other two like quilting and garment. Yes, Katrine has gone jumped into garment sewing too. Oh, Katrine, how is your temperature quilt, the EPP temperature quilt going on? You guys know in the EPP Society, there's a guide where Katrine is sharing how to make a temperature EPP project. If you want to follow along, just look for Katrine's name. I'm going to go and highlight her comment here just so you can see her name, Katrine, Katrien. Just search for her name in the EPP Society, or just go to guide. Well, the guides keep on moving, the guide numbers move around. Just go to the guides in the Facebook group, and you'll see her temperature quilt progress updates and tips and tricks for getting started. Let me see. There we go. Ta-da! And if you go to guides here up top, and then keep scrolling. Where's the? Let me scroll. Close your eyes. Oh, here we go. Guide 8. Her guide is number 8 right now. It's EPP temperature quilt with Katrine. You can see her videos. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 video, no, 4 videos and an image with her inspiration, like for the last years that she did. So it's super pretty. So she got video here and tips and tricks for you. So make sure you check that out if you want to make a temperature EPP quilt for 2024. Let's see. Oh, you have another baby blanket to knit, Saza? Exciting. Hold on, let me see. There we go. And Connie says, just started, so just the dilly flower. I started while on chemo a few months ago. Oh, Connie, I hope you're doing okay. You're feeling okay. And the dilly flowers keep you motivated. Yes. Oh, I'm loving the fact that you moved into a curved project too. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And Katrine says she's doing one a day. Love it. Oh, and Tracy did a temperature crochet blanket. Ooh, love it. Oh, see, all the love for you, Connie. Prayers for you. I finished mine 3 years ago. Yeah. I hope you keep us updated on how you're feeling and doing, and just check in with us. And do share your daily flowers too. Can't wait to see. So that's the guide in the group. Let me see. What do we have going on here? Oh, so that was Stacy from Bakersfield. So now I can see her, who's joining us from Facebook, and Rosemary. Just to let you ladies know too, I shared in the beginning that starting in April, Facebook won't let me stream into a Facebook group. Well, that's for everybody. Facebook's changing their rules so that we won't be able to stream into groups, live streams like this with an app like Ecamm that I'm using, so I can stream to multiple places, right? And share my screen and do overhead camera so I can do a demo. So since they won't do that, so we're slowly gonna have everyone migrate over and just join us on YouTube so that everyone can participate in the lives, since Facebook's changing their rules unless they change their mind, I suppose. But just so you know, heads up, the YouTube channel is elise.live/YouTube. and that'll take you to my YouTube channel. Oh, let's see here. And Laura says, I have one EPP and one other so long. I have many more projects going on in my head. Just haven't got the time to do more. Yes. Yes, whatever you can handle and whatever you feel joy with, that's all that really matters. Let's see, come back. Uh, there we go. Okay, so we're back to this. So I hope this all makes sense, especially if you're new with EPP and you still have questions. Do not hesitate to ask questions in the group. You'll see also in the comments, there's so many experienced EPPers in our group, and they're more than happy to help out as well. And then just take it one hexagon flower at a time. If you're just in the process of just making your colored flower hexagons and you're not ready to start putting the rows together yet, that's okay too. Big thumbs up. That's totally fine. Let's see. And someone says, have you looked into comments sold on Facebook? Comments sold will not be able to sell on Facebook anymore either. So they're having lots of issues right now, Diane. Plus, I'm not selling, so it's a whole different process for comments sold versus just doing live streams, sharing, and doing demos like this. But yeah, even they are a third party app, so I don't know what's gonna happen to comments sold. Yeah, but they're working on trying to get permission from Facebook last I heard, but I don't know. Facebook's kind of strict. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Yes, and Rondi says tons, but not just EPP. I make lots of quilts. Yes, I love that. Yeah. Let's see. I think I got all the questions. If I for some reason missed yours, I did not mean to. Please go ahead and reshare, or if you left already, just ask me again in the group, and I'll be more than happy to help out. And Tracy asks, is it easier to connect 4x4 flower rows to make a block than join blocks together? Yes, you can absolutely do that too. Definitely your choice. So like for this smaller project, it was easy for me to just do rows, right? Because they're so small. But if you're doing 1-inch hexagons or bigger, yes, you can definitely come in and do 4x4 sections. Let me, I'm just gonna draw here. Like this 4x4, right? This, right? Like that. Can you see? So whatever makes it easier for you. Just so that so that's where the coloring page comes in really handy, because you can plan out which color you want to go where, right? Or if you want to go totally random, that's totally fine too. Let's say you make a stash and you're just pulling a color and start connecting them into 4x4 blocks, then yeah, go ahead and do that too. That's kind of exciting. Yeah, that's kind of exciting. I try to be scrappy, like plan scrappy. And I know some folks, they don't like scrappy at all. They want everything planned out, and it's definitely a personal choice. This is about as scrappy as I can go. Like I kind of need to somewhat see what's gonna go where, and then I'll play with it. But there's no right or wrong way, okay? Play with whatever you prefer. And the bigger your hexagons, yeah, doing in the smaller sections, like Tracy asked, definitely smart. Because you won't be working with a big, honking, bulky piece of block as you're working with it, right? Let's switch, yeah. And then, coming back to camera here, let's see. And Nancy says, thanks Elise, have a super fine day. Thanks Nancy. And Facebook users, YouTube address again, please. And when does it start? Facebook said April. I don't exactly remember what date they said, but there's changing the rules starting in April. But you can just join the YouTube. Join us all on YouTube here. Bloop. There we go. Just shared there, and I'll share it on Facebook too. Not you, but YouTube. There we go. Oh, it's doing much better. Thank you. they're happy now that it stopped raining and we went out for a little walk and they had to do their business, not standing in rain, right? Let's see. Tony says Scrappy makes me nuts. And Sasa says, I have to have coordinated Scrappy. Yeah, so there's lots of different ways for scrappiness. Uh, oh, Connie, yeah. Connie says, thanks for all the prayers. I finished chemo and wait for the oncologist to put me on maintenance visits and dealing with all the side effects of the chemicals. Oh, yeah, you need a while for it to flush out of your system, too, right? So, yes, I hope you do feel better soon. And Nancy asked, do you do this every Wednesday? Yes, Wednesdays at 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. GMT time. Yeah, I have to look it up. I'm like, is it GMT? I usually put BT, British time, because I thought that would be easier, but I think I confused people more. So 8 p.m. GMT. Ah, and Tracy says, I'll be able to see on the big TV screen and not on phone. Yes, you may. So yes, Wednesdays at noon. And let's see. And don't forget the Dilly Flower So Long is starting on the 21st, which is in 2 weeks from now. We're counting down, and then you can go ahead and grab digital downloads for templates if you want to print and cut, or you can do the paper templates and acrylic papers from my Etsy store here. Da-da-da. Look at that. Fancy. Etsy. So that's my the link to my Etsy shop, and I am working on the other sizes. Remember, I showed you that whole full range of dilly flowers. I'm working on the PDFs for that too. So I'll be emailing out when it's ready for you. Uh, yeah. See, Sasa says, hopes Kanya hopes the side effects aren't too bad and you're feeling better soon. All right. So everybody feels good. And please do share your hexagon flowers. It is so much fun to see your color picks, the color range that you're working with or like to work with, even if they're scrappy flowers, you know? I love it. And share them in the Facebook group so we can all cheer you on. And so I made 15 last week. How many did you make? Let us know in the group. And I'll see you here same time, same place next week. And looking forward to see you all in the Facebook group too, the English Paper Piecing Society.